So today I'm like, okay, I have an important meeting. I saw where my dress was and I know exactly where it is. One thing that's changed is if I see like little pins or things like, or whatever, the ETCs, I used to be like, what do I do with it? So I would just like put it in a pile or in a box. But now I'm like, okay, this goes in there. Okay, so that goes in there. So let me tackle that first. And then that's what happened.
That's great.
I love it.
Thank you so much for your kind words. We've got 2 makeover series running on the channel right now. We have Studio Living on Sunday and Almost Married on Tuesday, so definitely get your popcorn ready. And for our TSD Project Spotlight of the week, this looks so good. These are really great before and afters and show that you don't have to do this crazy room makeover. You just have to do a little bit to create a lot of change. Thank you so much for sharing, and if you want to share any of your projects with me, you can tag me at The Suitcase Designer on Instagram. Welcome back to episode 2 of our Almost Married series. As you can see, I've completely destroyed Derek and Eunice's apartment after only being here for 24 hours. And while we're on the topic of Eunice, make sure you check out her YouTube channel for all things skincare. You'll learn so much, and I'll be sure to link her channel in the description box down below. But in today's episode, we're going to make some huge improvements in the closet and in the skincare room. And Derek and Eunice are getting married soon, and that's why we've got to give them this full apartment makeover, and that's why we need to wrap up this series quickly before they say I do. So we're starting in the skincare room today, and we woke up early this morning, and the first thing we started to do was rearrange the furniture a little bit, because we couldn't actually get in there to do anything. So I'm just trying to move stuff around and clear up floor space so that we can get Eunice in here so she can start organizing all of her skincare. But before Eunice comes in here while I'm moving these big things around, I just want to say I don't hate Marie Kondo. I actually really love her. I think she's changed a lot of people's lives, but I'm going to explain more of my thoughts on her in just a minute after we get Eunice in here. So Eunice is in here now, and she's going to start really organizing all of her skincare into the different categories. She's not trashing them. This is just how we're organizing them because there's so much, because she uses these for her business. That's her job, is to test skincare products. So we're trying to keep them organized. This was just the easiest way. So nothing is getting trashed here. But the reason that Marie Kondo is the title of this video is because if you read her book, you'll know that she's really firm about the order she says you should tackle your home. She says clothes first, then papers, books, keepsakes, mementos, and so on. But she's pretty firm on the fact that you should always tackle clothing first. But when I first stepped foot in Eunice's apartment, I just knew that skincare is the problem that we had to address first, because it's such a big part of her home life and her work life, and therefore her entire space. And it was also a big thing for Derek to get it out of his space as well. And it just reminds me about our TSD idea of designing from a global perspective. Everybody's home is so different, and we've all got different quirks and priorities in our homes. And that's what we have to look at first whenever we're starting to tackle a project like this. And I've got more that I want to say about Marie Kondo, but hold on, this is funny. Eunice is starting to get overwhelmed again with her space.
I'm okay. Okay, power 30 minutes before breakfast.
Yeah, let's see how much we can do. I lost my... Oh, here's my phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna do toners, serums, creams with products that are already open and I still need and love and want. Tots and pads. Okay, baby cleansers. There's so many different categories.
We're dividing it out,
yes,
right? Because we're going to organize it later.
Exactly. So
okay.
I have toners, serums, and creams. And I have the etc. out just in case, so I can organize that into different files.
Okay, perfect.
If I have enough. And then I realize I have a lot of tools as well.
Oh, yeah.
But this is like my little section.
Shouldn't that be like the tool cart?
Yes.
Do you have any words of wisdom for people that get stuck in this process when they're like overwhelmed? We call it the during, like the middle of a home makeover.
Ah, that's what I was having yesterday.
When you were throwing stuff back.
I think realistically, you need to stop and you need to go eat or you need to take a shower. I think that helps a lot to just shift everything and forget about it.
Yeah.
And then another mental thing was I was just like, suck it up, Eunice.
You're tough.
That's all I was saying. I was like, suck it up, suck it up. And then that helped so much, the 30-minute. The power thing.
The power 30? We did like power hour and a half.
Exactly. Just the fact that we're like, oh, it's okay. It's going to be done in 30 minutes. Yeah. That gives you hope. And I was like, okay, let's do this.
And that's what you're doing now. And you're crushing it.
Yeah.
Look at that bag of empty products.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
This is only probably this year and a little bit of last year. A little probably.
Whoa. Next time I come, we'll have the hangers ordered next time so we can swap them out, and then we'll have hopefully the organizers in so that we can start organizing. Oh my god, this image of you. Look at all that stuff around you. Right now I'm just making a quick run through Eunice's clothes to figure out if there's any items that are heavy duty winter that we can store away because they're really running low on closet space here. There's another thing I disagree with about the Marie Kondo method. She says that in her book, storage experts are hoarders, and just in general, she's very skeptical of storage solutions. She always says that if you store your clutter, then you've only moved it around, you haven't actually solved the problem. And you know, she is the discarding master, so that makes sense from her perspective, but I tend to disagree, and at TSD here, we're not skeptical of storage. I really love smart and well-planned storage solutions, especially in Korean homes. But of course you can go overboard with storage, but I think that it's more common that people don't have enough space, especially with everyone spending so much time at home these days working from home, or they just don't know how to optimize the storage space that they have. And that's why here at TSD, I like helping people come up with storage solutions that work for them. Oh my gosh, check out this empty bottle dump. It's going to be so satisfying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this would be nicer for storage. Eunice has to leave soon for a meeting, so that means I'll be alone with all of this organizing madness, so I'm trying to get her last help while I can, organizing what we need to before she goes. And I want to explain to you guys my process for how I go about tackling a huge project like this one. Eunice has a meeting today, and I told her as long as we can go through all of the decluttering process and she can help me kind of get a start on organizing so I know what is in her space, I can finish it, which I kind of like doing by myself so I can think about like the optimal way to organize it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going through the bags. This was easier to make the whole process quicker because we were short on baskets. So we just put everything in these trash bags. They're organized by category, and I'm going through now because our baskets are finally empty. I'm just setting them up and I'm temporarily organizing all the names, just kind of haphazardly sticking them on there so that when I'm finished with everything, I can come back and make a list of all of the specific organizers that we need. The best way I find to organize is to do it in phases. You go through the first time and you do kind of a declutter and rough organizing the first time, and then you go back and you fine tune all of it and get it set, but you're not going to get it done in one go. That's what I found. So just take your time, do it in processes, use temporary storage until you get it just the way you want it, and then if you want to upgrade your storage, then buy it at the very last step. I know it sounds kind of backwards, but I just kind of like using boxes or baskets, whatever I have on hand first, because I don't want to like fuck up and buy something that I'm not going to use, you know? So anyways, let me do this. We have her clothes here again. Plan is to change out all of the hangers. It's gonna look so good, and she can have, I feel like the other rack though that she has is going to be, I like it better than this one because it's all solid color, so I think it will match her room a bit better. So she's gonna have her clothing rack out all the time, and eventually I would like to move this over here. But look at how much better. Oh my gosh, it's all organized. Before I give you a new updated tour of her skincare racks, I want to show you how you can store bags better. if you just put the straps to the handbags inside the bags when you store them, they look so much neater. So if you can tuck them in, it's just a really easy way to make your bags look better. All right, for all you skincare lovers, here's a close-up of Eunice's shelves. We have temporary tags on here. I didn't want to stick them down yet because I don't want to spend time trying to scrape them off later, but this is for her to know. So this is all the stuff that, this whole row is stuff that she has to film for her job. When she has to film for a brand and she has a deadline, she can come right to the shelf and get her job done. Down here, her job is to test all of these products. So that's why she has so many bottles, but holy cow, girlfriend uses them because this is all empty. She saves them to review them with you guys later. She's actively using all of these. We have toners, we have toner pads. This is like every girl's dream. That's why I'm going slowly for this. We have serums all right here. We have creams. We have her sun creams down here. We're just using temporary boxes. So we have treatments. These are patches. We have masks. We have body, etc. So we have lotions, cotton pads. We have lip masks. How cute is this little lip mask? I've enjoyed seeing all the packaging on these bottles. These are all samples that have not expired that she can still use. And she's going on her honeymoon soon, so she can definitely take all of these with her. Over here, we have makeup, sponges. This is all stuff that she uses. Workout gear, belts. These are all of her accessories, sunglasses, and then more bags in dust bags. And then over here we have like fabrics and stuff for filming. We have a random head, her hats, LED mask. We have, this is all work stuff that she needs to go through. And then this was stuff that I couldn't go through. I'm just gonna leave it in the middle of the room for her to go through later, as well as the work stuff. Oh my gosh, let's just soak up this day 2 progress. It looks so good. And guys, episode 3, holy cow, we are going to blow your mind away. But first we gotta get back to Derek's closet. All right, so the skincare, this portion is done. We still have all of her piles in the living room that I need to bring in here. I'm going to roughly organize them in the dresser right now just to get them off the floor and kind of figure out where stuff could go. And then what my plan is to finish Derek's closet. He said he was done. He's like, you don't need to organize it. I'm going to quickly look at his closet. So I'm just going to quickly kind of reorganize. I mean, he did a pretty good job, actually. That looks really good. Okay, and he has pants there. So I'm thinking all I'm going to do really is switch the pants, put them here so that he can hang more shirts right here. Yeah, I'm just going to work with that. Marie Kondo also says that storing out-of-season clothes is outdated. She encourages everyone to get rid of enough clothes so that they just have it all out and you don't have to store any seasonal items. And now's where everyone living in Korea laughs. I totally disagree with this. I just don't think it's practical, especially if you live in a small space. Shout out to our studio living series. Or if you live in a climate that has extreme seasons that needs very different types of clothes. Right now it looks like Derek has plenty of space, but there's actually more clothes that need to come in the closet, and there's a lot that we can store away for other seasons later, but that is coming up in the upcoming episodes. So we're just going to quickly get it organized here before I have to leave today. So we're done in here for now. We'll come back later, but we've got to go back quickly to the skincare room for a minute. We have finally collected all products from around her house, and it is organized in here, which is so nice. I actually went back and for a couple of the drawers while Eunice was gone, found this box that we were going to recycle. I just set it on top so that it kind of keeps it separated. The next thing I did was I went back down to sunscreen and makeup, and I organized these just with a box again that we were going to recycle. And now we have sunscreen back here, and then this is all makeup here. And then I believe it was in Scandalous Sex Toys. We also use box lids and boxes to kind of organize things. These are just miscellaneous masks that she wasn't quite sure where they should go. She might end up moving them later, I don't know, but we have sponges here, more pads, Q-tips, various things, dental items. Now quickly to tackle this, and when we come back we'll work on that later once we get to the vacuum sealing of all of this. We just kind of threw sweaters and stuff in there right now until we vacuum seal them, and then we'll have more space up here because I believe they're going to offer these to their family members. They don't need them anymore. And now I'm going to count all of the hangers so I know how many to order. So far one rack, 54. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 74, 75, 76. Okay, updating number. What's really nice about doing this rough organization first is that before, when I walked into her closet, Eunice and Derek's clothes were so mixed together that we had no idea what we were working with. But now, because I've roughly organized it, I've categorized it where it needs to go. If I just walked in here and I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna guess how many hangers we need or count them, I don't know kind of like, do I need pants hangers or would it be better to have skirt hangers? How many pants do they actually have? Now I know, okay, these are her skirts, so it would be better if we, since we're gonna go ahead and buy hangers, why don't we just buy skirt hangers for her, and now we have pants. It really helps me just to know what I'm working with. So next time we will come back, we need about 100 hangers in here. Next time we will come back and we will swap all of the hangers, and it's gonna take a long time, but it's so worth it. Now to move her clothes. These are all things that she loves and she wants to keep. We're gonna move them to the other room now. All right, we've got all of her clothes here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna retrieve all of the items that can be hung up. That way this pile goes down very quickly. For all the ways that I disagree with Marie Kondo, I also agree with her a lot. And most importantly, she makes people's lives better, and I love that. That is what TSD also aims to do. We just have different methods, and that's okay. But look at this amazing progress we made in this room today. Oh my gosh. Be sure to check out episode 1 of this series if you haven't seen it yet, and come back next Tuesday for episode 3. Thanks for watching.